you and the university. But I'm going to talk about the ability of AI. Why it can only assist, but it cannot write for you. There is a couple of reasons behind that. I'm going to tell you how to efficiently use AI today, okay, without basically causing trouble for yourself. How to navigate through the landmines of AI problems. That's what we're going to look at today. Okay, and then how to actually produce a paper very quickly and try to submit until acceptance or before proposal defense or maybe right after proposal defense. Okay, that's the entire goal today. This is our second class. First class, we focus entirely on proposal and thesis development. So today it's going to be on publication. All right, so I think most of you know me. I'm going to skip all this. We try to finish the class early today, if possible. I don't want to drag very long as I have a bit of eyes problem. So we are an ISO 9001 2015 certified academic consulting firm. We are based in Cyberjaya, proofreading by UK PhD. We are in about 34 to 36 different countries. And for today's class, we are going to focus entirely on publication and thesis to journal conversion. I can tell you why I insist on publishing before proposal defense or at least after proposal defense to motivate you guys to start early because publication nowadays take very, very long time. Absolutely long. Okay, I also want to get papers published very fast, but we all know what happened to MDPI and Frontiers and all those journals that try to publish very fast. They get scrutinized. They get completely thrown out of system. So now, therefore, all the journals are purposely, I would say, they are not pushing to be very fast because the moment journals start publishing very fast, accept very fast, they get flagged by many bodies. Retraction Watch, Bill's List, Scopus kicks them out, Web of Science kicks them out. So they don't want that. So that's why it takes very long time. How long can a paper take? I would say nowadays, roughly even more than a year. Okay, some can be less than a year, more than 6 months, less than a year, roughly. But majority of the papers I'm looking at, it's actually becoming more than a year. I'm not talking only
Ah,
the papers.
Dr. Taba, you do you?
Yeah, I'm here.
Like that, like the line, yeah.
Is it lagging?
I think it's okay now.
It's okay. Tadi ada lag tak? Just
Yes,
now was
yes.
it lagging?
Just now the leg skid.
Oh, okay.
All
No,
right.
I think for the rest, okay. I think it's only your line.
Okay. So go
Ah,
on, right?
okay, boleh.
All right,
Okay,
doctor.
thank you, Kak. Thanks a lot. Kalau lag, if in case lag, let me know. Let me know. Okay. So, I mean, to all the participants as well. All right. So, where were I? Okay. Publication. Right. Let me try to catch up. Where was I? Okay. So, basically, publication takes time. I'm not only talking about my clients' papers. We are dealing with hundreds and hundreds of papers here on monthly basis. We are getting acceptance every week. Even this week, we got I think 4 or 5 acceptances just this week alone after waiting for a very long time. But let me refer back to my own paper. Okay, this was my paper. Okay, published last April. Web of Science Q1 impact factor. I think now it's 10.8. BMJ Journal Globalization and Health took us almost 2 years to get acceptance. We are trying since 2022, end of 2022, 2023, and finally 2024 April we got it accepted. Okay, many revisions. So I'm not telling this only for everyone. I'm trying to purposefully say that publication takes time. Even for my own paper, the same scenario. This is so far my longest period ever. Before this, I had another Web of Science Q1 paper, impact factor, I think more than 5. It took me 1 year, 8 months. Okay, so we might think that Scopus takes a shorter time. Actually, no. Scopus, I'll show you an example today, which actually some papers takes longer than Web of Science. So overall, no one can tell you how long a paper takes to publish unless you have very strong insider. And usually insider papers that accepts very fast and everything is being flagged by Retraction Watch. Okay, what is Retraction Watch? I think all of you should know this website and must be very careful of this website. They are very dangerous, to be honest. So this is the website you guys all should all look at. You don't want your photo or name appearing in this website. It's very embarrassing. So they're basically revealing all the people who publish very fast got connection inside, try to publish, all that takes shortcuts. So they are revealing, even with photos, they are revealing now. People who use AI to write papers, they are going one by one to flag it. There's a body for that. So this is like policing entire, uh, see, university president faces allegations of duplication, just says no misconduct. There is voice. Can everyone hear me? Is the sound clear? So I think all of you should check your own connection and also your own microphone and everything. So please check that before you guys start commenting. So check that. If no one is complaining, that means something is wrong with your system. Recheck. But if you see many people complaining, then it's a common problem. If only you are experiencing it, no one is commenting in the chat box, then it's only your individual problem. Okay, all right. So keep a close eye on this. So the Wolf in Scopus Clothing, another hijack journal, has indexed nearly 900 articles. So all these are all considered fast publication journal, and they get kicked out very fast. So due to this, most journals are slowing down now. They're really taking time to publish. So what can we do? What can we do from our side? We can start writing papers early, okay, into our PhD, and not wait for last minute. That's the goal, because most of you have requirements to publish, otherwise you cannot graduate, right? Most of you have requirements for that. So this is what we're going to talk about today, and also how is language going to impact your entire paper. All right. So as I think you guys are all very active participating, so I don't need to even talk about this. But if some of you are doing something else other than listening to this class, avoid it, keep it aside, give your full focus here, because this is the last class number 2 for this entire year. Okay, only UPSI is the last university that is organizing this class. After this, it will be class number 3 for this year. Class number 2 won't be repeated in any university. I think probably only UMT, University of Malaysia Terengganu, only will be having the class number 2 maybe in a couple of months' time. So for the rest, focus today. Okay, so this is what we're going to cover today. So I did not go through all the recording classes and templates and all that. I've skipped all of that, okay, to save time and get straight to the point. However, you guys still need to access the templates today. Later, I will tell you how to access. All right. So before we get into that, how many of you are not in my Telegram group? First question. How many of you are not in my Telegram group? Because my Telegram group has all the notes, templates, papers, sample papers, and so on. Okay. So majority of you are considered first time attending my class, I guess. So I'll give you the Telegram group, no problem. This is the link that will take you to all my connectivities. Okay, very simple. You take this link, save this link. This link will connect to all my pages. Okay, so you click this link, you'll open up like this. Thank you, Naila. So for the rest who don't have, click that link in the chat box, click continue here. Okay, so this is my Linktree page. Now, once you arrive here, the first thing you should do is subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. Just put your email address and subscribe. Once you subscribe, any updates that takes place here, you will be notified. Very simple, right? So punch your information here and then subscribe so that you can know what is going on. This is like the link to, this is like the mother page that links up to all my baby pages. Simple. This is the mother page. So all our services, what we do, all the thesis and templates, journals, free templates, very, very important. My TikTok channel, if you want all the latest update, go and follow me on TikTok. I release a lot of videos. I stopped writing Facebook posts already, out of trend already. So nowadays I only do videos. All right. So you want to watch, make sure you follow me on TikTok and Telegram group. Make sure you join this. Okay. This Telegram group, basically 15,700 members here. From here, you can search up all the news. Example for today, we're going to need templates. So just type templates here. Now I'll give you 1 minute, all of you, to join the Telegram group. So from the link earlier, before I show this, all take 1 minute, join the Telegram group here. Okay, click this, join. Make sure you join if you have not joined. Okay, let's go, let's join. Okay, once you click that, click this. If you don't have Telegram, download the app. If you join already, please let me know in the chat box. I'll continue explaining here. Okay, excellent. So you click search button here. Kalau on the phone, okay, for those who use phone, you can click the name up there of the group, and then you can go and search like what I'm doing search. This is desktop version lah. Kalau yang phone version tu, just click up there and then it will open up like WhatsApp lah, same. Just click the search button, and then the search button, you type in template. Okay, template. Okay, these are all the free templates for you to download. Coming up, new template that we will be working soon on chapter 1 background template and probably table of content for qualitative and mixed method. These 3 templates will be coming soon. Okay, we're going to start working again on it. So these are all the templates. You can find problem statement, a systematic review, inclusion template, theoretical framework, theoretical matrix, literature matrix, like abstract, critical literature review, finding statistics, literature review databases, literature review summary. You can find all of it here. Okay, pretty much everything is here. So we're going to click yes and tag for you guys. Template for Oopsie. Okay, there you go. All right, so you guys can download all from there. Now everyone cannot hear. Can you all hear me? Both now two cannot hear, so I need to check if everyone can hear or not. Okay, so I think it's individual connection both. So majority can hear, eh? Okay. Actually, so you just click the search button here. At the top, if you're using mobile phone, at the top of the page, when you open my group, you can find the group name, right? Click that group name. Same like WhatsApp. Click the group name, it will open up the back page. Then you can find that search button there. You press the search button. Then you type out what you want to say. Same like WhatsApp. Exactly how you search on WhatsApp is the same technique. So these are all the templates. Then we are going to also share systematic review. No, not systematic review. Review notes. So we type review. So we're going to get all these review paper notes. So these are all the notes required for today's class. So I'm going to type that review paper notes. Done. Then we also going to do Prisma for systematic review. Prisma. Okay, these are all the Prisma diagrams, right? These are all the Prisma diagrams that you'll need for today. Prisma diagrams, all right? Then next one would be these are all these are all the sample review papers for today. Sample review papers. Okay, all right. So that is you can download all these from here, okay, and use it. Why I don't share on, for those who still haven't found the Telegram group, use this link, you'll find the Telegram group. Why I don't share all this on WhatsApp? Because all of us know WhatsApp, the files will expire, unfortunately. The moment you share within a week after, you guys cannot download. But Telegram is very nice. Files from 4 years ago also you can download. You can look for it, okay? That's why we still have Telegram, and that's why we have a large, huge, humongous amount of followers on Telegram. Okay. So then these are all my free classes. You click here, you can find all my free classes here. Okay, everything is here. You need to wait for some time to load. Okay, so you can find all of it here. Free classes, more than 130 classes. All the free notes you can download from here, and make sure you go and follow my latest YouTube channel. Okay. We just started, already got more than 400 subscribers. We have a lot of new videos coming up here also. So if TikTok is not convenient for you, go and watch me on YouTube. Whichever is convenient. Some people want TikTok, some people want Facebook, some people want Instagram, some people want YouTube. So I have created all of it. So this is YouTube. If you want to follow me, you want to watch my videos, also you can watch it from YouTube. Okay, it's right here. Make sure you go and subscribe. Okay. I'll give you 1 more minute for you to explore before we continue. 1 more minute. So if you want to follow on TikTok, you want to subscribe to YouTube, you want to join Telegram group, you want to check out the notes, everything you comfortable already know any further issue, then we will get into the class. 30 seconds more. I was not very active on YouTube last time, but now quite active. So you can definitely subscribe as well. Okay, so I think that's done. Let's continue. Okay, so today's class, we are going to focus on 6 elements. The 6th element, if we have enough time. So the number 1 is we're going to look at what are high impact journals, how to find a journal, types of journal papers, potential extraction of journals from a thesis, extraction processes. Kalau, if we have enough time today, we will look at cover letter. Otherwise, I'll just share the template with you guys, okay? This is not a class to teach you how to write a paper. This is a strategy class on telling you when you should write paper, what paper you should write, how you can plan your extraction, and it's the whole planning phase. Which template you can use, how to use AI to help you, all those things we're going to connect all into this class today. If you want to learn how to write paper, there are many classes for that. Okay, that one you can learn easy stuff, not a big deal. But this one, people won't share with you because they have no clue how to do this. No workshops will teach you when to extract systematic review, when to extract narrative review, when to write concept paper, when to write empirical paper, when to write meta-analysis paper. So that's what I'm going to share with you today, which is very essential if you really want to publish a lot of papers. Okay. So I'm going to skip this. I know most of your requirements either 1 Scopus or 2 Scopus. Some people need a Web of Science. So that's okay. No issues. So now coming to the reality of publishing, can I actually get a paper accepted before a proposal defense? Yes, you can. This is the perfect example of that. This is a paper of my very, very old client. Not very old lah, now not really very old, but it looks old lah, okay? Feels old, not really old. So this guy is from Warwick University. Warwick is top 8 university in the UK. Warwick, okay? They are sort of Oxford, but more traditional for Europeans, okay? We don't really know from here that much, but it's a very, very good university, Warwick. Okay, Warwick University, they are publication driven. So as soon as Nasir completes his chapters 1 to 3, okay, Nasir is from Saudi but doing PhD in Warwick. As soon as he completes his chapters 1 to 3, which we coach all the way finishing chapter 1 to 3 of his proposal, then immediately he wanted a protocol paper and a systematic review paper. Okay, this is the protocol paper that was accepted. Okay, protocol means, for those who don't know, is actually concept paper. In medical area, medical sciences, health sciences, they don't call it concept paper, they call it protocol paper. Remember this, they call it protocol paper. So this is known as concept paper from his chapters 1 to 3. We actually extracted 2 papers. Okay, we coached to extract 2 papers. 1 protocol paper and 1 systematic review paper. So protocol paper was the fastest to publish. It's a Q2 impact factor 1.7 SCIE Web of Science paper, not just Scopus, Web of Science with impact factor 1.7. Conceptual review, also known as protocol medical area. Acceptance only 6 months. 3 revisions, 1 submission only. 6 months is considered very, very, very fast in our dictionary. Very, very fast. So don't expect this to happen all the time. This won't happen all the time. I would say from 100% of our cases, 98, 99%, this won't happen. Okay, this fast. Usually it will take a bit of time. Okay, but this is considered very, very good. So Nasir managed to write, to get 2 papers. Okay, one is a protocol paper. This is the full paper. Okay, this is full paper of the protocol paper. This is his systematic review paper. Okay, which also we worked on. Systematic review. This one took about 11 months. Okay, this took about 11 months. So you already got 1 paper before defense And the second paper after his defense, he already got it already. Okay, this is a systematic review. Also, Web of Science, impact factor 2.7, I think, or 2.3, something like that. It's higher, it's more stronger than the protocol paper. It's not only Scopus, it is literally Web of Science. Okay, so these are two examples I can share with you. Baja, if I'm conducting SLR for my research, I have to publish before my thesis. Doesn't really matter. You can publish upload after your thesis. No. You need to publish before your empirical papers. SLR, you can publish whenever you want, but you need to publish before you publish your empirical paper. That is the precondition. If you publish after the empirical paper, then it will be a bit too late. Okay? That's okay. Because in declaration submission, I have to concern that it's not published. Your thesis won't be online, so no need to worry. You don't even need to mention about it. Everyone knows students will publish paper from thesis. Everyone knows that. Okay, it's a very normal process. Okay, now coming to Scopus. This is another good example I can tell you. This is from Tatin Ellis, my very old client also. Ellis is almost finishing a chapters 4 and 5 now. Finished the chapters 1 to 3. We coached the chapters 1 to 3, and then she did a lot of hard work. She extracted this paper from the chapters 1 to 3 proposal that we coached. We coached her 10 pages and then chapter 1 to 3, both also. So a conceptual framework of executive coaching in family business succession planning, the Malaysian context. This paper was Scopus Q2, only ESCI Web of Science. Although got impact factor 1.7, but it is still an ESCI journal, not SSCI yet, not yet. Okay. Conceptual review, business paper, business area. Acceptance took 1 year and 6 months. Why? Because after she wrote the paper, she went to ChatGPT to ask for journal suggestion. Okay, because she went and requested, she never asked for my help. She only asked help for chapters 1 to 3. After that, she tried on her own, which is fantastic. You know, that's how she can learn. But the problem is she chose the right topic for the journal. But the journal was very high quality. Okay, after she uploaded into ChatGPT, because ChatGPT doesn't know the difference between high impact journal, low impact journal. It doesn't really know. I'll show you later. It doesn't know Web of Science. It doesn't know Scopus and so on. Okay, so it took 1 year and 6 months because this is a simple concept paper, not even systematic review. It's using narrative review. Okay, so therefore you cannot go for very high impact papers. So she tried Journal 1, 23rd December 2022, got rejected. She published, she submitted, I think within few days got rejected. Then after that, she submitted, she reformatted, then resubmitted to another journal suggested by ChatGPT, also rejected 3rd February. Then again, same thing, Journal 3, 19 March, rejected. Then she came to me. She also did proofreading with ChatGPT. That time, there was no Turnitin AI. Turnitin AI only came in after this. After April 2023, Turnitin AI came in. Before that, was no Turnitin AI. So whoever used any AI tools to write before that, they all had, what I would say, they all had a golden hall pass. No Turnitin can capture it. But after that, then started. So once she said ChatGPT, she asked me to proofread. I told her proofreading won't be enough. We have to paraphrase the whole thing because she used AI. And I know personally that April onwards, Turnitin AI is coming in already. So because we work very closely with Turnitin Asia Pac. So we did proofreading, paraphrasing. Then 15 May, she submitted to another journal that we suggested, Small Enterprise Research. This is more appropriate according to our measurement because it's Scopus Q2 and not full-fledged SSCI. Okay, I'll explain to you in a while what is the difference. Finally, 3rd April got accepted, and after 5 different submissions. So took her 1 year, 6 months. Nothing wrong with this. Okay, nothing wrong with this. But just that when you don't choose the right journals, you will unfortunately get rejection unnecessarily. Okay, you might choose within the scope, but the level of journal. So example I can tell you is you might have 20,000 ringgit in your pocket. It is still money. And then you look at Proton Saga, and then you look at Ferrari. So for you who don't know the difference between cars, you might think that, yeah, 20,000 ringgit, I can buy both cars. Both are cars. Who really cares? But you might not understand the Ferrari will cost you more than 1 million and Proton Saga probably cost you like 40,000 ringgit. So for those who don't know the differences in car, is similar to those who don't know the differences in journal. Okay. How many of you here don't know what is impact factor, don't know what is ESCI, don't know what is Web of Science, don't know what is SEIE. Scopus, I think most of you know lah. But how many of you don't know all this measurement? What does this mean? Please let me know in the chat box. Don't be shy to say don't know. Don't be shy. The quicker you say you don't know, then the better you can learn. Right? So let me see how many of you actually don't know about this. Okay. So this is my major job to educate usually in UPSI. I do this a lot. Okay, I do a lot of workshop in UPSI. Okay. The difference is Scopus, and then you have WOS, the Web of Science, WOS, WOS. So this is one indexing body, this is one indexing body. This is owned by Elsevier. Okay. This is owned by Clarivate. Okay, Clarivate. Remember Elsevier, Clarivate. And I cannot improve my writing. This is my writing been with me for many, many years. I've tried already. But let me try again. This is Elsevier. And this is Clarivate. Okay, Clarivate Analytics. So Elsevier owns Scopus, Clarivate owns Web of Science. There are many, many, many different indexing out there. One of the most useless ones are ERA, Google Scholar. All these are useless indexing. Google Scholar is good as a database, but as an indexing body, it is not really useful because the play index every rubbish out there. So what is this indexing body? This will set the standard of a journal. Example, nah, ERA not really. They are not a good indexing body. They index a lot of rubbish papers. Okay, they index a lot of predatory journals. That's why ERA is really not a standard globally. Okay, so Scopus and Web of Science, they set the standard. There must be international reviewers. There must be a peer review body. There must be English written. Papers must be in English. Must have certain amount of revisions. Must have certain amount of review process. The review process must be rigorous. Must have certain amount of pages. All these are standards set by Web of Science and Scopus. Okay, Web of Science is far more difficult than Scopus. So this is more of a Proton. This is more of a Ferrari. Okay, that's how I can, not exactly Proton. It's more like BMW lah, to be fair. Okay, ERA is more of Proton. This is more of BMW. Okay, all right. So now, so you got Ferrari here, you got BMW here. Now, you are writing a paper and it's only equivalent to a BMW standard, but then you go and submit to a Ferrari level standard, Ferrari level papers. Definitely will get rejected. Reject, like this. This is all waste of time. Waste of time of not only rejection, waste of time of also you have to reformat, you have to change the wording, you have to rewrite, and so on and so forth. So how do they distinguish the quality here? Okay, Scopus and Web of Science itself is like that. Web of Science is here, Scopus is here. Okay, that is the first definition. Second, within this indexing, indices, there is Q1 to Q4. This one also got Q1 to Q4, quartile 1 to quartile 4. This sets the standard of the journal. So if your paper is a concept review paper, systematic review, I always will advise you to go for Scopus. Don't go for Web of Science. Very, very difficult. It is very, very, very difficult, Web of Science. Scopus is at least a bit more doable, right? So they have Q1 to Q4. Systematic review, I would always say try, or any review paper, Q2 to Q4. Don't go Q1. I will always tell them that don't go Q1. Q2 to Q4 is better. Okay. So this is Q1 to Q4. This one, Q1 to Q4 is different standard. Okay. So from here, whoever wants to write paper, don't know, okay, this is standard I'm explaining now. Paper on pilot study, don't waste your time to write paper on pilot study. Just write the full empirical paper. Make sure write paper accepted, you have to write a good paper. That's the answer to it. You have to really write very good papers. Otherwise, it's very difficult. Yes, music very limited. Okay, very limited to get journals. Okay, all that help, everything we will discuss later. Let's focus on the class today. Whatever questions pertaining to this, you guys can ask. No problem. Okay, now coming to here. Scopus Q1 to Q4. This Q1 to Q4 of every journal is decided by site score. What is site score? When you submit a paper, how many citations after publishing, how many citations do your paper get? That's what matters the most. Okay, that's what matters the most. You can be doing the best paper in the world, but if you don't get citation, no one would care about your paper. It doesn't really matter for journals, lah, at least. So for them, citation is very, very important. Every year, a journal can publish maybe quarterly, 4 times a year, or maybe half annually. That means 2 volume per year. Some people publish monthly. Some they do monthly. Monthly is crazy. So that means every month when they publish one journal, maybe inside got one volume, maybe inside got 10 journals. So individual journals of that one volume shows when they get citation will boost the site score. So when a journal site score is boosted, they'll get from Q4 to Q3, Q3 to Q2, and then Q2 to Q1. But it will take several years to get there. Nah? So this is Scopus. In Web of Science, same mechanism, but they use different term. They use impact factor. Impact factor is a term only belongs to Web of Science. Scopus cannot use this term. Web of Science cannot use site score. These are their individual trademark term. So for us, always Web of Science, this is the most important factor, impact factor. For Scopus, impact factor and quartile, sorry. Scopus, they don't really see site score. No one cares. They only care about Q1 to Q4. No one really bothers about site score. Okay, is this clear? Everyone knows what is Web of Science, what is Scopus, what is impact factor, what is site score. All clear now? Okay, this is the knowledge you have to take with you for the rest of your life if you want to become a good researcher. If you don't know this basic stuff, you are not a good researcher. I have to tell that to you straight. This is very, very important to understand if you want to be a lifelong researcher, lecturer, academician, or research work. If you're doing PhD just for the sake of finishing and moving on, then you can know the basic and then you can move on to industry, all right? So that is Scopus and Web of Science, impact factor, site score, Q1 to Q4, and so on. Okay, so that is done. Now, next part is, so that's why when Alice choose to submit her, okay, not bad paper to very high impact journals, they get rejected all the time. They get rejected all the time. So again, the last part, let me repeat. Web of Science, I have already erased everything. Web of Science, Scopus, Q1 to Q4, site score, and then impact factor. So under Web of Science, there are 4 different indexing. So under Web of Science, there is SSCI, SCIE, there is AHCI, and then there is ESCI. It's just bloody complicated, that I can tell you. They just unnecessarily made it super complicated. Last time was not like this. Last time, Web of Science, known as ISI, not Clarivate Analytics. Okay, it was owned by Thomson Reuters. They call it International Scientific Indexing, ISI. Web of Science. That's it. No SSCI, SCIE, HSCI, ESCI. No this kind of no useless terminologies. But now it is lah. So SSCI is Social Science Citation Index. Social Science. SCIE is Science Citation Index expanded. AHCI is Arts and Humanities Citation Index. ESCI is Emerging Sources Citation Index. That means this is 50, it's almost Web of Science, not Web of Science. This is like internship. The paper is going through intern process to get into one of these mothership or mother company or mothership lah. So they are under evaluation to get into one of these. All right. It is good to submit to ESCI because in due course, ESCI will become SSCI, SCIE, or AHCI. So you get an early ticket, early entry into ESCI, which is fantastic, by the way. Okay. So that is the explanation to all of you. I hope that is clear. Where is Q1, Q4 impact factor stated on the paper journal website and Web of Science JCR. So for Scopus, you can go to scopus.com. Jesus. Sorry, one moment. Okay. Some people just cannot wait. Okay, so Scopus, you can find it in scopus.com or you can find it in simagojr.com. Okay, all this you can go and explore later. Scopus.com or simagojr.com for Scopus indexing. For Web of Science, you can check out mjl.clarivate, which is Master Journal List. This is free. Okay, this is free. For actual details, you should go to the paid version, which is known as JCR, Journal Citation Ranking. Okay, thank you, Alia. Thank you very much. Okay, I cannot go too much into these details because we only have 2 hours. Now itself, I think almost 1 hour gonna go. So these are the differences. This is like a whole day workshop. We can talk about this. All right, so do some self-study on it. Scopus.com is paid. Simago GR is free. But Simago GR not really reliable. I won't really rely on Simago GR. It's not really updated information. For Web of Science, JCR is the best. They give you all the details, but it's paid. If you want free, you can look at Master Journal List, MJL, Master Journal List. Okay, so I've given you a very quick turnaround on this entire journal stuff, which you need to know. Okay, which you need to know. Because when you go and defend your, this one we can skip lah. So we can skip. Because when you go and defend your proposal, defense or viva, when they ask you, how sure are you your work is very good, you can say, hey, look, I cited all Q1 papers. This is impact factor 10, this is impact factor 5, this is impact factor 6, this is Scopus Q1 and all this. These are all the papers I have cited for. I have cited all very good papers in my references. You can see all indexed very well. So how can my problem statement is not good? That's how you can argue, right? So you need to know what kind of papers you are citing. This is where people really lose out when they rely on AI, because AI don't give you this kind of materials. AI give you all rubbish journals. It's 80% of journals given by AI is mostly rubbish. They don't, because they cannot get access to Web of Science, they cannot get access to Scopus. So they cannot really know which one are Web of Science, which one are Scopus. Because Web of Science and Scopus, both, let me just shut down my Telegram. Okay, just give me one moment. Otherwise, this will be non-stop. I already shut down my WhatsApp already. Let me shut down my Telegram as well. Okay, all right, shut down already. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so that is the whole scenario. You need to know what papers you are citing. Okay, how to publish in high impact journal? Do very good research. Someone asked a question just now. You have to do a very good research. You have to formulate very, very important RQRO, novel RQRO. Do not work alone. Build solid research methodology. Build solid research methodology that supports very good RORQ. Okay, let's say you don't have data yet. You say, doctor, no data yet. I have not gone to data collection yet. Okay, then no problem. You can opt for systematic review or scoping review. This is what we're going to focus a lot today. And all of that, okay, this entire embodiment of your journal writing, this is your body, this is your head, comes down to 2 important legs to carry your paper. Solid writing, very, very important, your solid writing, and don't change anything after your proofreading. Make sure you proofread your paper. Without proper language delivery, it's going to be very difficult for you to publish your paper. The format might get the paper rejected as well. But yeah, if you don't follow a particular format of a journal, definitely they're going to reject the paper. So formatting is very, very crucial. Okay, just do whatever they ask you to do, and your life will be easy. Don't go and contest them. You know, I don't care. I don't care about format. I'll do whatever I want. No such thing. Then they'll just reject. No, they don't care. Okay. Maybe you can explain a bit about fees. How much is too much? Okay, there is no how much is too much. Everything is too much. Okay, everything is little and everything is a lot when it comes to publication. Let me tell you how much I paid for this paper. We all paid lah. Associate Professor Effie, Dr. Harold, myself, and all other supervisors here. This is a top level paper lah. Mostly supervisors from various universities. Dr. Harold and myself, we all wrote this paper together. This paper cost us 15,800 ringgit. Okay, 15,000, but each of us shared the cost. Like UMT, they gave about 7,000 ringgit. Thankfully, FE managed to get about 7,000 ringgit from University of Malaysia, Terengganu. He is the head of a center, so he got very good grants. The rest of us, we shared the remaining 8,000 ringgit. So it was 15,000 in total. I think I paid almost close to 2,000. Okay. So how much in dollars? 15,000 is like No, for almost 3,500 USD. It's around that 3,500 USD. Why is it always expensive to publish papers? Because they made it open access. They don't want to charge universities to pay subscription fee. So journal got two models. One is subscription, one is open access. Most AI tools will only show you open access. Okay, let me come to you a very, very important point. Okay, now you guys ask, Yong asked, why so bloody expensive? I also understand it's bloody expensive. Okay, let me tell you, how many of you here are willing to pay 15,000 ringgit for this paper? Will a supervisor pay? Will you pay? You need to have at least like we have how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12 authors. So we shared the cost. But how many of you want to pay? Okay. Open access is always better because anyone can access. Okay, so Rushidi University will pay, John C. University will pay. University only will pay certain amount. They won't pay full amount. You go and check. Okay, unless your supervisor got some super grant. Okay, in this case, University paid. University of Malaysia Terengganu paid only 7,000. Okay, the rest we have to pay. I paid 2,000. The rest all shared. All the professors shared. Okay, so two. We had four supervisors here. Me, the Herol, and another two more guys, Effie and one more guy. Okay, so four of us shared. So each about 2,000 roughly. So if you don't want to pay that amount, which most of us don't want to pay, or I also don't want to pay, but this is a very good paper, so I don't want to let it go. Open access doesn't mean easy. Yeah, this paper took us 2 years plus to get published. Open access, very, very difficult nowadays. Open access is getting tougher than free journal. But most of you don't want to publish open access journal. No one wants to pay this much. University won't pay all 15,000. You guys can go and check. They won't pay. All 15,000, they won't pay. They'll pay only certain amount. Unless you're from China, your China university got a lot of grant, you're from European, American country, a lot of grant, then they'll pay. Even Malaysia, I've never seen people paying full amount, 15,000, 20,000. They won't. Okay. Part of the reason the MDPI and franchise got completely banned because they are too expensive. Okay. Now, the next question is, if it's not open access, that means the reason is open access is because university don't want to, journal don't want to charge universities so that they can read their papers, their students can read their papers. So what they do, they make it open. They charge the authors. Okay, they charge the authors. They say, Tawa, you pay 15,000, you are the author. So I open up the paper, anyone can read. That's called open access. Now let's say they say free journal, I don't pay. Okay, so what this journal will be locked. No one can read it. Unless I go and upload into ResearchGate, no one else can read the paper. So what university will do, university yearly basis, all universities, they will pay millions and millions of dollars, very expensive, huh? They'll pay to platform like Open Athens and many different platforms. So you as a student can read the paper. Okay, so you guys can go read the paper. So now CKM comes the right point. Abstract and read, right? Yeah. Is abstract reading enough for a paper? Can you do a whole literature review by just reading abstract? Exactly. That is exactly what AI is doing. You guys have answered your own question. Some people ask me why I shouldn't use AI to do literature review. This is your answer. That FLIR will only access the very limited open access journals out there. And the FLIR will only access abstracts of most of the subscription-based journals out there. Subscription-based journals are 90% in the market. The remaining 5 to 10% only open access because not many can pay. So when you go to any AI tool, SciSpace, Perplexity, ChatGPT, all these things, they cannot read the most important subscription-based journal. They will just give you a literature review based on the abstract. They'll assume everything from the abstract. So if you think that is enough, then you're basically digging a grave and you want to go and sleep in it. All right, that's what you guys, I mean, not you lah, generally people are doing. Because at the back end, people don't understand this. AI cannot access. They can access this paper. This one can, but they cannot access, this is also open access. This is also open access, but they cannot access this paper. Example, this paper, Heritage Science, or this is open access, can. There was another one. Like this. Like these are some of the papers got accepted. Like this one, all cannot access. Okay, this paper all cannot access. Okay. So that is where the problem lies. A lot of research are saying closed door and AI cannot access. So when you get AI to do your full literature review, that is the risk that you're taking. So I'm going to teach you today how to overcome that risk. I'm going to tell you today. That's the most important part of today's class. Okay. So we can slash this. I already explained this. Okay. Now we go to editorial process. Why do paper take so long? Whether open access, whether subscription based, why does it take so long? Why does it work very fast? Why doesn't it? Okay. You as an author, once you finish writing, you get scolding from supervisor, back and forth correction, you do proofreading, all these things finish your nasty processes, you go submit to a journal. And then you think that's it. Journal will look at the paper, read it. They'll say, okay, very good, accept, done. No such thing. Will never happen. I wish it will happen. But the moment they do that, that means they're scam journal already. The moment you don't receive comments for a journal, that means they're scam. 100% scam. Okay. Don't ever publish in that journal. Any journal that you submit, especially Scopus, especially Scopus. Era, forget it. Era, most of it are like that. Era is rubbish if you ask me. But if you go to Scopus, and they review your paper and then they say, okay, I like your paper, just proofread. I charge you 100 USD to proofread, and then we accept. That journal, run away. Don't publish there. Why? Let me give you an example, a history. Let me walk you down in this historical lane. This is scopus.com. Okay. This is where you go and find the indexing of journals. So you go here, sources, we type Kurdish. Kurdish was the recent one happened. Kurdish studies. Okay. Kurdish studies was so famous. Submit, accept, submit, accept, submit, accept. Very, very good. You know what they did, Scopus? They not only ripped off papers from this year. So until March this year, Kurdish was Scopus indexed. Everyone's so happy. Oh, this one about you. Submit the flag, accept. You know what Scopus did? They not only removed paper from 2024. This was very expensive. I think the fee was like 1,000 USD, if I'm not mistaken. They removed 2024 and the entire publication of 2023 also. So let's say if you're a student from 2023, you did your proposal defense, you submitted to this journal because someone says it publishes very fast, and then within 1 month, the flag give you review and tell accept ready, and then you're so happy going towards graduation, but 2024, this journal got kicked out from Scopus. You see, 2023, 13 to 2022, got kicked out this year. But not only this year, last year, all the journals they removed. They thrown all out. All out, huh? So this is an example of what is happening now. That's why I advise to every academician and every students out there, the sooner a journal accepts or publishes, the more danger it is. So don't ever come to me and ask for fast publication. Okay, because if you want to waste your money, you want to burn your paper, money you can earn back, but paper not easy to write back. Once published already, it's online. Although kick off from Scopus, it's online. You cannot do anything really. Okay, you cannot do anything really. You just have to write a new paper. Where you going to write new paper? You have two requirements. One, you publish ready, but got kicked off from Scopus now before you go for Viva. So now you have to figure out how to write another two papers. So that is the main problem. Okay, so be careful. Always make sure you get proper reviewer comment. That's why it takes time for good journals to publish. That's why publication takes time. So when you submit article assessed by editor, they kick out immediately. If your paper is very low spec, very low quality, abstract not done well, I'll give you a whole list lah. What you should do to avoid this desk rejection. Formatting is another issue. All right. So from this, if you do all of that, I'll give you a spec later, end of the class. You stay until the end, I'll tell you. Then it might be sent to reviewers. So what reviewers will do? Reviewers will review. Okay, then they'll give the result and the reviews will be assessed by editor and will decide whether to accept as it is, reject directly, or send for revision. Majority of the time will be sent for revision. Majority of the time. So far in my record, I've only had 4 papers in my entire life that accepted directly. One of the paper you can find on my Facebook. Okay, one from UTM, one from UTEM, one from USM, one from UUM. I got 4. Okay, all Web of Science. So the one, is it UM? Yeah, I think UM. So UTM1, you can see even I did a podcast in my playlist on Facebook. Dr. Noor Hidayat is a senior lecturer in UTM. So he attended my workshop, not this one, this normal class. He attended my workshop on Q1 journal writing, used my template that I created, which you cannot find in Telegram. That is only for paid classes. That is a very detailed Telegram. Is the sound skipping? For everyone, is my sound stable, clear, or is the sound skipping? So I think it's only for you. Okay, all right. So there were some questions up there. Let me see. There you go. So Kusai just said, one senior PhD student lost his money by paying money to Kurdish studies and they did not publish his paper. There you go. Okay, so that is the problem. So be very, very careful. So, sorry. Okay, so that is why papers take so long. What you want to avoid is desk rejection. Okay, so now next part is how to write your paper very quickly. See, something that all of you must understand. Whatever we are doing is no more entirely new. People cannot deny it. They might be ignorant. They might live in imaginary world, but our PhDs and masters are not fundamental research anymore. So they are more applied research. That means someone comes to certain step, they stop, they finish, the next guy continue, then the next guy continue, then the next guy continue. So it's incremental research, they call it. So there will be overlapping information from the previous journal that you may reuse. So take all those information. This is where your reading is important. If you rely 100% on AI to read your paper, then definitely you won't get all this missed opportunity. This is all missed opportunity if you let AI read your paper. Okay, so if you read, you will know, hey, this part all I can reuse. I can quickly write my paper. I just have to paraphrase myself. Okay, that's how I write paper very fast. So people using AI, they think that they are getting ahead of time, but actually they're wasting a lot of missed opportunities. If you read yourself, there's a lot of information you can reuse, add your own content, your own references, rewrite back, introduction, literature review method, all you can reuse most of it. You can quickly write back, okay, add your own ideas and so on. I'm not asking you to plagiarize, I'm asking you to adapt the content which is usable, statistical numbers, certain literature and so on. Why you want to waste your time? The literature is already given. You can just see how the flow wrote, rewrite on your own. That's how I all learned. 10 years ago, there was no such thing called AI. Still we published. I published 12 papers in my PhD. No single AI usage. I only used one software called EndNote for my references. That's it. The rest all 100% my own work. And I graduated before time. So I don't understand people are getting very, very afraid. Oh, I cannot use AI. What is going to happen to me? Don't worry. Many your supervisors, my supervisor, myself, we all did without AI. Because I can tell you, we are very smart. You guys are very smart. You guys are just not believing and trusting yourself. You guys are trusting more on certain machines than trusting yourself. Trust yourself. If I can do, you guys also can do it. AI is like your paid assistant. Treat AI like that. Don't treat AI like your boss. Okay? If AI becomes your boss, that will make you very, very stupid. Unfortunately, I tell you the truth. Being stupid also now mind, but when you put in fake information, wrong information, unsolicited information, hallucinated information, which is not true, is not really out there. AI makes it up. AI makes it up. The flow generate wrong information. You never check, you never do anything, you just plug and play. Then when you go for defense, you go to the supervisor, they find out, then you will know how it feels. Then you will know the repercussion of that, the results of that. So my advice to you, be very, very careful of any tools that you use. Don't trust machines that quickly. Trust yourself. All right, trust yourself. So paraphrasing is very, very important if you want to write papers very, very fast. Paraphrase on your own. Why? Because if you use tool like this student, also a client of mine, who never come back to me for paraphrasing, want to do on his own. Of course, who doesn't want, right? They want things to be cheap. So Quillbot you can get very cheap from Shopee. So they use Quillbot. I'm not against Quillbot. I myself have a premium version, but I don't really use it. They get me for testing. They want me to promote the software, but I never promote. They offer 2,000 USD to promote Quillbot when I do video. I don't want because there's still a lot of problem in Quillbot. I'll tell you today what are the problems. Okay, so first of all, when you use Quillbot to rewrite, there will be a lot of grammatical problem. Okay, all the yellow color are all grammatical problem. This is the thesis content. Just one paragraph. I show you example. One paragraph from thesis stored in Turnitin repository of USM because he submitted for Viva, but he wanted to extract journal. So, but after extract, use Quillbot, paraphrase, submit, reject all the time. So he came back to me. Then any tool used to paraphrase, they are the same. Why? Because they all use the same AI engine. Most of them use OpenAI. Okay. I used Instagram before for my article, but finally got accepted. Congratulations. Very good. Very, very good. If you want to do up to grammatical check, okay. Paraphrasing part, when you do paraphrasing, you need to recheck yourself. This is what happens if you don't recheck. You see all the red color parts, these are all change of context. 100% change of context. You can use, but you need to tweak back those important keywords. All these important keywords can easily change back, can change without you realizing. Okay, so let me answer all these questions. So it's recommended to proofread before first submission? Yeah, definitely. Okay, is it recommended to proofread before you submit? Okay, how to put this? Okay, let's say you're selling your car. Okay, let's say you're selling your car. Would you leave your car with full of mud, dirty, not very clean, not very tidy, and get a person to come and view your car and then you want to sell? Or would you actually put the effort to wash and clean up the car before you put for sale? Let someone to come and see. Obviously, you'll get it washed first, right? You want the car to look top notch. Then you can negotiate the price. Same story here. Same analogy. When you submit, whether you use Grammarly, use Instatext, whatever, to proofread first precisely. Get everything done properly. Clean it up. All right. And for those using PaperPal, using Edit GPT, using Quillbot, my advice to all of you, stick to Grammarly. Even Instatext, I'm not a big fan. Okay, because nothing is as good as or stable as Grammarly. Grammarly is actually quite good. But there is a certain issue with Grammarly which I'll share. Okay, I'll tell you how to use Grammarly carefully. But Quillbot, I would say avoid it if you can. Okay, because if you don't realize things going out of context, you rather just rewrite it yourself. I have 2 free classes on Facebook playlist, my video playlist. You can watch to learn to paraphrase yourself. Okay. Who does this proofreading? Where do we send? You can send to many different proofreaders out there. There are many people who does it. Okay, many. You can find even Elsevier got their own proofreaders also. All right. We do proofreading, paraphrasing, but I don't want to promote that. It's up to you guys. You guys can find anyone. Elsevier has it, MDPI has it, and so on. Okay. So that is what it is. So be careful. This is first problem. Context. Okay. Always maintain your context when you paraphrase with any software. Okay, any software, be very, very careful. Second problem. Okay, second problem. Turnitin AI and document storage. Okay, now the new problem comes in. Grammarly, Instatext, Quillbot, ChatGPT, Perplexity, Edit GPT, Jenny AI, and more tools that can proofread, that can paraphrase. All of it will be flagged by Turnitin AI. Will be. Especially the only solution around it is when you use Grammarly. Okay, when you use Grammarly, you can see like a list of recommendations coming out. You can see the first say put the here, here, and here, change this word, change this vocab, change this verb, and so on, right? Except that only. Okay. But when it comes to the rewrite the full sentence, sometimes you can say a whole phrase will be rewritten. Don't accept that. That is AI. Okay, then your Turnitin AI will go that way, will shoot up very quickly. I've seen people using Grammarly, Instatext, and so on. From 16, 19% of the actual Turnitin AI, it became 79%, 85%, even 93% also I've seen. Okay, because when it gives a big chunk, the worse you write, okay, sorry to tell this lah. The worse your writing is, the worse your grammar is, AI cannot synthesize anymore. I mean, Grammarly cannot synthesize anymore. The flow rewrite the whole sentence. So the worse you write, the higher you'll get more AI insight from Grammarly or Instatext, the more your Turnitin AI will increase. Okay, remember that. No. Use Grammarly. Everything else is horrible. Use Grammarly, but when the flow rewrite a very big portion, those parts, just see how they rewrite. You try to rewrite on your own. That is another way for you to learn also. Okay. Don't just copy and paste. Don't just accept the big chunk of writing. Learn how to use Grammarly. Grammarly is fine. Okay, Grammarly is fine. Even we are proofreading company, we will tell you Grammarly is okay as long as you know how to use it. As long as your English is okay. If your English is not yours, generally, if it's horrendous, not yours, nah, I don't want to pinpoint anyone. Generally, if it's horrendous, then more Grammarly AI will kick in, then we'll just dig your own grave. All right. So this is a very good example of Turnitin AI, how it works. So when you get a fully written AI text, you scan it, it will show 100% Turnitin AI, right? Like this. How many of you have seen this before? This Turnitin AI. Yeah, you're right, Naila. It's a horrible tool, Quillbot. How many of you have seen this before? Turnitin AI. Okay. Okay, Dr. Zaitun raised hand. So most of you who are using your supervisors Turnitin or library Turnitin, or you have an administrator account or instructor account, you can see this. If you're using basic student account, you won't see this. That is where the complication happen. This is a standard Turnitin lah. Yang ni is standard. Okay, this one anyone can see. But Turnitin AI, for some reason, Turnitin being very cheeky, only instructor and administrator account, instructor being your supervisor, administrator being your library. Only those can view Turnitin AI. Students cannot view. So that is where you won't know whether whatever you have accepted, Turnitin AI goes up or not. Try to get your instructor's account, your supervisor's account. Try to brainwash them so that you can get their Turnitin, check their AI percentage. So I got 100% Turnitin AI, use Quillbot Premium. Level 1, I paraphrased, came out, scanned Turnitin AI, 89%. From 100% went to 89% only. Then I went back, same text I put back here. I did another round of paraphrasing, I turned to level 3, scan Turnitin AI, the AI only went up. The more you turn up the AI notch, like, you turn up the level, the more your percentage will go up. It won't actually solve the problem. Quillbot can solve this problem, but Quillbot can never solve this problem. This problem cannot be solved. It will only make it worse. Okay, so you are left with very limited option. That's why I say use Grammarly, but when you use Grammarly, when the flow gives you a big chunk of sentences, you guys are smart. You guys can figure out. You see how the flow construct the sentences. You write it your own. Okay, AI can detect any particular language as long as there are certain way of putting sentences together. You know how AI works? Okay, this is AI. Let me show you the diagram so you'll understand. Okay, so this is Open AI Transformer Network. Okay, this is Transformer. Where's Transformer? This is Transformer Network. Okay, this is how the engine works. Perplexity, Jenny AI, Open AI, which is ChatGPT lah, Copilot, whatever Copilot, SciPilot, SciSpace, LeadMap, Grammarly, Quillbot, InstaText, EditGPT, everything uses the same. That's why the outcome, the way they write, I am very hungry today, and the words that they put together, right? The apa nak kata, the natural language processing, NLP, the way they put the sentence together, Turnitin AI will know this is bot writing. Okay, that's why no matter what tool you use, Turnitin AI can pick up. That's the reason. They all write the same style. They have a same similar pattern of writing, and they cannot change it, unfortunately, because all the AI in the world, they only use transformer model with artificial neural network. There is no any other solution to it. So far at least. Okay. So this is the problem with Turnitin AI. And finally, document storage. This one very, 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 very important. This one, people who advocate for AI won't tell you because they want you to use, they want to sell their software. That's it. Bottom line, they want to sell their software. I have already received proposal from Jenny AI, SciSpace. Even today, I received from SciSpace to sell their software. Okay, Jenny AI, SciSpace, yeah, what was that one? Undetectable AI. Available AI, what is that? Hex AI, many tools. Okay. I don't promote them because, although it's a lot of money, but I don't promote them because I still don't find them ready. Okay, ready. Same. Bakadim, Shaliza, AI to paraphrase, your Turnitin AI is going to go up. Whatever the flow output, the outcome, the Turnitin AI is going to go up. You use undetectable AI, the Turnitin AI is going to go up. Whichever way you write, whichever way you, whatever you do, okay, the Turnitin AI is going to go up. Okay. Yes, exactly. Wong Hung Hing. That's where I'm getting to. So Hung Hing said, if I have written some findings for my research, then I use online AI big model to paraphrase. I'm quite concerned if they would retrain their AI model using my findings and causing some sort of research leaks. That is the exact problem I was about to talk to you. Document storage. And thank you for raising it. ChatGPT. It's important to keep in mind that LLMs, large language model, everything is large language model, all the AI, cannot come up with new ideas, reason, or use logic. As much as all of you think that it's intelligent, it's not really intelligent now. The flow is just putting the information together of whatever the flow have up here, and then they basically putting nasi lemak on a very nice plate and then call it coconut rice with stir-fried anchovies. They'll put very Western style of rewriting by the same bloody nasi lemak. Okay, same thing here. That's exactly what AI is. You might ask, oh, then why so much of hype? I don't know. People's hype, I don't know. Maybe it makes life easier, but for academic context, not really. Okay, because it cannot come up with new ideas, reason, or use logic. The AI used in LLM, this one not I wrote. This is wrote by a very famous website that advocates for AI. Okay, AI used in LLM algorithm simply predicts the next word most suited in a sentence. That's it. You ask a question, the flow goes around, open the drawer, everything. The flow say, hey, this answer might be the most suitable now. Okay, I take now. You take this answer and go. That's why it hallucinates. When the flow cannot find the right answer, the flow just try to find something and give it out to you. The flow's bottom line is he has to answer you, he or she, whichever gender. Okay, has to answer you. It have to answer you. Doesn't matter whether it's logical, fake, hallucination, whatever, doesn't matter. It just needs to answer you. So your part is to take and filter the information, whether this is true or not. That's where you have to step in. You cannot just buta take and copy and paste. That's where you become not so smart anymore, unfortunately. Okay. So the AI used an algorithm simply predict the next word most suited in a sentence, which is why Quillbot changes context. AI hallucinates. ChatGPT hallucinate. What is hallucination? That's like fake content. Jenny AI hallucinate. Perplexity hallucinate. Hallucination is a very big problem. All right. So this prediction is based on the text that was used to train it. Which text was used to train it? Whose text? When you upload your thesis, when you upload your journal, when you upload your proposal, all the free books out there, all the open access journals out there, open access only, all the news websites, all the discussion between people, everything is recorded. And the flow regenerate answers from all those recording. That's it. The flow doesn't give you new solution. The flow just fry back the same fried rice. Okay, the flow fry in a different way. The flow add more thing into it, not make it look nice, and then paraphrase and give it to you. That's it. So whatever information you put inside AI is everything stored. Why is it stored? Because that is the DNA of AI. Okay, you cannot ask why dog bites people because that is its DNA. Okay, why lion eats meat? That is its DNA. Same goes to AI. AI's DNA is to record information. The day the flood stop recording information, that's the day it's the end of AI already. So the flood to give new information to people, the flood has to keep recording new information. For those who upload your materials online, I'll show you today a real experiment how AI leaks out information. You just wait and see. Okay. For those who are at very early stage of their research, when you upload your document to proofread, paraphrase, any tool lah, when it says AI, remember you may do a research with new RORQ and so on. Okay. might be very early into your research. You will take 3 years to go to your Viva at least. In between, if I come, I want to do something similar to you. I ask ChatGPT to give me RQ. I may end up with your RQ. I can take that, go collect data and publish the paper before you go for your Viva. If that happens, that is end of your PhD. All right, that is the end of your master's. Remember this very carefully. So what do I advise here? Can or cannot use AI? Use AI one way only. Don't go this way. Download only. Don't upload. All right. This is where you guys must be very, very, very smart. All right. So as I tell, when you use AI, you need to be very protective. You need to be smarter than AI. If you're not both, please don't use. All right. That's it. That's all I can tell you. If you're not both, you can just use it to educate you, try to become smarter. But make sure you don't get educated with fake information. That makes you something else. All right. So always remember this. Whatever I tell you might be very spicy today, might be very harsh, but that is the reality. Wake up, or else you're going to start using a lot of hallucinated information. All right. Or you're going to start giving your information to others. The flow got no boundary, yeah. The flow got no protective mechanism. Whatever you give, the flow can go refry it back, rephrase, and give it to other people. Okay. So using ChatGPT in scientific writing poses the very real risk that text similar to what the LLM is giving you has been already written somewhere by someone. This is real finding. Huh? Okay. Whatever text you ask the floor to give you literature review, give you research objective, research question, ask to write for you, those parts are all probably written by someone somewhere that the floor patch back everything and give it to you. If you go and really do a study, you will find the exact writing by that someone would have written somewhere. You can really dig in and find it. Okay, so these are even experts who claim that if you search thoroughly, you will always find something similar to what the AI has written somewhere on the web, or even your own proposal and thesis. Okay, these are the three key problems you need to remember. Okay, so this one I explained already. You're going to skip this Scopus, Web of Science, ERA, and so on. Let's go to how to find the journal. Okay. There is a question here. Sometimes I write my own paragraph in my own hands. I get high plagiarism percentage. If you get high Turnitin AI, that means your writing is so good that it looks like bot writing. Happens. Mine also I get. So you need to carefully rewrite it again. It happens. Noor Hidayah, Prof, how about using AI humanizer from ChatGPT or other similar AI tools? Okay, here is your answer. I've already done a video on that. You can go and check it out. Couple of videos for those who actively use AI that you should really go and watch. I recommend you go and watch my actual answer for you. Turnitin AI Chat GPT. You see this title here. Jenny AI, Perplexity AI, and Undetectable AI. Watch this video. Okay, a real experiment will show you whether AI humanizer will work or not. Okay, I used premium undetectable AI for that. You can try check it out. Then you should also watch which one is it? Okay, pros and cons of ChatGPT or AI writing lah. I have broken down how you can actually use it. Don't get too excited of it. People get very excited because they want to sell software. They don't care about the well-being of students and their PhD and the whole research world. Okay, this one, when you use AI tools to read papers, you can see how the flood can hallucinate. Also, check this out. Okay, it is available on YouTube or TikTok. Right? So you check this all out, you will know what I meant. All right. So technique to find journals, because without finding proper journals, you cannot actually publish a journal. So these are individual tools given by certain journals to find journals, matching journals for your paper. All right, matching journals for your paper. I won't be able to upload all these videos to Telegram. Okay, YouTube, yes, you can check out on YouTube. Okay, you can go and watch that. All right, so this is technique number one. Technique number one, I'm not really bothered. It's really not really that helpful because the flow only shows journal belonging to your own publisher only. But journal number two, technique number two, forward and backward snowballing is perfect to find new journals. What is forward backward snowballing? Okay, let's go to this particular paper. Let's go to Ali's paper. Okay, a conceptual framework of executive coaching in family business succession planning, the Malaysian context. Okay, So, uh, so from here, all right, from here, it's published in Small Enterprise Research. Let's say this paper is part of your publication citation, part of your journal citation, right? Journal citation. Now, from this, you want to know where can you publish your paper. So you do backward snowballing. What is backward snowballing? You scroll down this journal, let's say part of your literature, you open your literature, PDF, you go down, you look at the reference list. Everything in this reference, okay, everything in this reference are potentially a journal you can submit to because these are relevant journals. But then you need to check impact factor, quartile, all those things I've taught you today. So European Journal of Economics, Journal of International Journal of Business and Social Science, Human Resource Development Quarterly, and so on and so forth. So all these are journals you can potentially submit to. Now, let's say part of your references, this is backward snowballing, and that means you're going back in time. Let's talk about forward snowballing. Let's take this journal as an example. This is also your reference, so we copy this, we go to Google Scholar. Okay, we go to Google Scholar. Search for that paper. Okay, so from here, this is what we call forward snowballing. From this paper, you look at the citation. Since 2016, how many papers have cited this journal? 40 papers have cited. Okay, open those forward snowballing, forward in time from 2016 until now. These are all the journals that you can aim to submit. All this. That's how quickly you can find the journals that you want to submit to. This is called forward and backward snowballing. Google Scholar is a free tool and very powerful tool. Make use of it if you know how to use it. Okay. So that is backward forward snowballing. Now, how do I use AI to find a journal for me? Definitely you can do. Nothing wrong with that. So you go to ChatGPT. Okay. So before I go this, let me if I go through this, let me ask Chan. Hi, is the risk the same using free ChatGPT or pay ChatGPT? It's the same. It's still AI. No differences there. Just that you don't get extra information, lah, but hallucination, turning AI, all that, the risks are the same. Okay, the risks are the same. So now, coming to just now, someone also asked, what is the best AI tool to use? I can tell you there are just too many AI tools. Many of you are actually wasting time going to this class, that class, learning how to use AI tool. I can tell you all of the AI tools are already embedded in ChatGPT. ChatGPT is more than enough. You don't need to use SciSpace lah, Perplexity lah, apa tu lagi, Jenny AI lah, Leadmap lah, what is that one? Ref and Write lah. All these are all integrated in ChatGPT already. Most of them uses OpenAI engine. OpenAI is the brain of ChatGPT. And most other AI providers, they use the same brain. They just lease the brain from OpenAI. Okay, they just use their background engine because it's very expensive to develop. Perplexity alone, they are funded by Amazon, so they have their own brain. ChatGPT have their own brain, which is OpenAI. If you ask me, it is more than enough to do whatever you want it to do. You don't need to use any, you don't need to pay this tool, no need. Okay, it's enough already. Except for proofreading. Proofreading, I would recommend for you to either hire a human or get Grammarly. Okay, if your English is good enough, I think Grammarly should do the job. Okay, so right here is an example of me doing even okay, even literature matrix. People buy separate license for LeadMap. Okay, you can even do literature matrix with it if you know how to do it. But again, a lot of hallucination, a lot of fake information. This journal is not even 2020. These findings is not really right. This relevancy is not really true. I'm just going through. I'm going to make a video on it, how you can actually verify it. So whatever the flag give you, don't just copy and paste. Make sure you go back to the journal, you read the journal. You don't take the fake information here and then you go there, you download the paper, you ask another AI to read the paper. So you got fake and then there's another level of fake. Don't. You take this, you open the journal, you read. and then you counter check, and then you fill up here, you change here. Okay, that's how I can advise you. But remember, most of the journals given by AI, it will be mostly from open access only. That means you are missing out mostly on subscription-based journal, the most important journals out there. 85 to 90% of the journals you're not even reading, as simple as that, because they cannot access. So that's where you still need to rely on Google Scholar so that you don't get scrutinized during proposal defense and whatever. All right, so that is that. Now, I want AI to recommend journal to me. Okay, AI to recommend journal. So from here, first you must understand. Okay, AI, you can do funnel prompting. That means from broad you narrow down and you go. Okay, so broadly ask the floor, do you think it's a good idea to publish journal during PhD? So the floor got million petabytes of data, trillion petabytes of data, right? So we be like, okay, I want to get to the right set of information. So I try to funnel down. Okay. So do you think it's a good idea to publish journal during PhD? Now the first lens comes to the right spot I want the floor to be. So the floor give me all the information. Now I ask the floor. So if I'm writing a paper on executive coaching in a family, if I'm writing a paper on executive coaching in family business succession planning, where can I publish it? So that's the first question. Then the floor tell me, okay, you can publish in Family Business Review, Journal of Business Venturing, Journal of Small Business Management, and so on. Okay, when Ellie searched for a paper, this was the result. Probably she got maybe a bit simpler, but this is what she got because I'm using premium. Maybe this is what she got. So she went and submitted to Family Business Review. That was the first rejection. Why? Because Family Business Review under Sage Journal has an impact factor of 9.9 and 5 years impact factor of 11.7. That is extremely high for a very simple concept paper. Too high. This is like Q1 Journal top 10 in the world. This is Ferrari, the most expensive one. So there's a huge mismatch here, right? So then, next one, Journal of Business Venturing. So I open up here, 7.7 impact factor. Scopus, but also Web of Science, 7.7 impact factor. Obviously, very, very high standard. Not relevant also for a very simple concept paper. So that's where Alice gets most of the rejection. This is how you can filter up. But now you might be asking, then why do we never ask AI to do that? Okay, Ken, my mistake here, I never say that. Not AI's mistake, this is my mistake. So I only told the FLIR, executive coaching, family business succession planning, where can I publish? So next I'll be a bit more specific. I asked the FLIR, the one shared above seems to be very high impact. Do you have any journals indexed in Scopus only? No more Web of Science, okay? Only Scopus. So then the floor give me these following names. So I open up Journal of Family Business Strategy right here. Okay, so I open this up. Journal of Family Business Strategy. Is this Scopus or Web of Science or Scopus and Web of Science? Which one is this? This journal has scope. Is this a Scopus only journal or Scopus and Web of Science? Exactly. So today, you guys have finally learned the most important thing in research. Scopus, Web of Science. What are the differences? Very, very good. Excellent. Okay, you have learned something very, very crucial today, which will help you throughout your whole journey. All right. When you go and defend, you know how to talk about Scopus, you know how to talk about Web of Science, you know how to talk about impact factor. Even your examiner will know that this guy knows what he's doing, what he's talking about. This lady knows what she's talking about. That's very, very crucial. This is exactly what I did during my Viva. Okay. So obviously, ChatGPT is not giving me the right answer. It's giving me Web of Science also. Do you guys know why? Because the fellow don't know. As simple as that. The fellow don't know. The fellow don't know what is Web of Science. The fellow don't know what is Scopus. The fellow don't know what is impact factor. The fellow don't know. Why? Because no website taught him. Simple as that. No one taught him. If now I tell the fellow what you're doing is wrong, this is wrong, the fellow learn. Then the fellow will go and tell other people. But no one so far have told him. So all the literature review that they're doing, the fellow don't know whether Web of Science or Scopus or anyone else or any other newspaper or online article, don't know. So that's where you guys must be very, very careful what information the fellow giving you. Okay? So the fellow doesn't know because no one told him. The fellow not intelligent. Artificially intelligent only if there is data. Okay? What impact factor is good to publish concept paper? I would say stick to Scopus only. Don't go for Web of Science. Very, very difficult. I'm being very, very realistic to you. When you have empirical paper or very, 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 very strong systematic review paper, then you go for impact factor. Otherwise, go for Scopus. All right. So then I go and ask the fella. The above are still Web of Science index. Lucky I now call the fella Bodola. So the above are still Web of Science indexed. I only want journals that are indexed by Scopus, not Web of Science. Okay, not Web of Science. How can someone identify Web of Science and Scopus papers? That's what I've been teaching the whole day today. Your impact factor, your site score, your Web of Science, all that are indicators for you. How can I tell whether a journal is predator or not? Check retraction watch, check Bill's list. These two websites will kind of tell you. But Bill's list is not fair. Bill's list is not being updated. So I don't really trust Bill's list. Retraction watch is good. Or any journal that you submit to, the floor give you review without any comment. When the floor don't give you any comment, especially in Scopus, that it can be potentially predatory journal. Don't go for it. What is site score doesn't really matter. Don't worry about site score. No one cares. Scopus, they only look at Q1 to Q4. But Web of Science, impact factor matters. If you're starting, I would say don't go more than 3 impact factor. Go below that. Okay. If you're someone experienced like me, then I'm already going 15, 14, 11, all I'm going already. Okay, I'm trying. It's difficult, but it's okay. All right, we can try. So if you're someone new, go below 3. It'll make your life a bit more easier. All right. So now I tell the floor, hey, I don't want Web of Science. I only want journals by Scopus, not Web of Science. Then the floor give me this, Journal of Family Business Management. I go open up again, Emerald, Journal of Family Business Management, look at indexing matrix, Scopus, and then I look at this. Now tell me, is this Scopus or Scopus and Web of Science? Which one is this? Exactly. All right. That is the main problem of any AI tool. Okay. If you guys ask me what is the best AI tool, I can tell you the Pandai among the the third Pandai among the Pandai, that means the smartest among the smart ones is definitely ChatGPT. Because it has the most resources, most engineers, most money, most data centers in the world. People are feeding billions and billions of trillions of data into it. Yet the fly is so dumb because the flower is not well trained in academic area. No one is training the flower. If you train, all your information will go out, your thesis, your proposal, all will go out. That is the main problem. That's why whenever AI give information for academics, we must take the information with a large pinch of salt. So now what I've taught you, I have taught you how to use AI and I've taught you how to use it vigilantly with your own knowledge. Now you guys are smarter than ChatGPT. This is what I want you guys to do. I'm not telling don't use AI. Use AI, but make sure you're smarter than the AI. So you can know which one is usable and which one is not usable. Which one, what is your standard of your paper? What is the recommendation given? What information the floor is giving, whether it's usable or not. Without you knowing this, don't use AI. You're just going to make your life more difficult. Your life is already very difficult in PhD and masters. Don't make it royally difficult. Okay. You might think it's easy, but when you get stuck during defense, during Viva, that's when you will be regretting why the hell did I use it? And then, or you get flagged by Turnitin AI, that's when you'll get another issue. These are all landmines that you should avoid because you know why? There are two things happening in the world. One, people learning how to use AI. Second, people are learning how to identify AI very clearly. There are two kinds of people in the world now. People like me, I identify, I know if I look at it, I know this is AI. Clearly, by 1, 2, 3 click of buttons, I can know the information is completely fake. So as much as people learning how to use it, there are also people who's learning how to identify this is fake information, this is AI and so on. In UUM, particularly university, this is what I heard recently, every supervisors are going through just to identify whether using AI or not. There are also a set of supervisors who encourage students to use AI because they don't know these landmines yet. Okay, because your examiner won't care what your supervisor say. They will only go after you. Remember that. So now this is your opportunity to learn. When you use AI, make sure you're smarter than AI. Full stop. Okay. So now every university uses Turnitin AI. Turnitin AI is inseparable from Turnitin. They come together. Okay, they are like Timon and Pumbaa. All right, they go together. Now, if you guys watch Lion King, you will know. Okay, so now number 3, types of journal papers. So under types of journal papers, I would advise you to only write original research paper or review articles. What is original research? These are empirical papers, which will take time for you to generate. So very early into your PhD, write review papers. Very important. Okay, very quickly to start generating publication. So what kind of review paper? Focus mostly on systematic review or scoping review. This both uses Prisma guideline. Okay, Prisma guideline already given in my Telegram group. You can use it from there. Okay, focus on these two. I can tell you it's far better to write this than writing a normal review, narrative review paper. All right, the opportunity to publish is slightly or definitely higher. These are all the notes related to narrative review. You can download from my Telegram group. I already tagged in my Telegram group. Scoping review, systematic review. Okay. Now, potential extraction of journals from a thesis. Actually, I've thought a lot out of the slides today. That's why we are running in the slides now. Out of the slides, I've shared a lot of things that is not supposed to be part of the slide. Okay. But since you guys asked very good questions, so I have to teach lah. Okay. So now, this is what is known as hourglass theory. This is my own theory, how I look at, I represent thesis and journal extraction on thesis. So in PhD or Masters, PhD got years 1 to 3, Masters got years 1 to 2. Right? That is the length of a study. So when you start studying early, before you decide your title, you'll be reading very, very broad. This is your initial reading stage. And then eventually you will narrow down and then you will decide on your title, RO, RQ, and so on. This is where you write your 10 pages proposal, or also known as step number 1. All right, step number 1. Okay, this is where you can generate a paper, but we forget about that. We don't want to generate here. We say no to this. You can, but I don't want you to. I don't want you to. I want you to only generate after you finish your chapters 1 to 3. So here is once you confirm to your title, you start writing your chapters 1 to 3. When I say confirm title means your RO, RQ, your problem statement, everything is there already. Your framework, your theory, your method, everything is already formalized in your 10 pages proposal, and your supervisor already given green light. Then you start writing your chapters 1 to 3. Don't write chapters 1 to 3 before you get the green light from your 10 pages proposal. Okay? There is a reason behind that. Because if this goes wrong, you can easily scrap, start back. If your 80 pages proposal goes wrong, that is a lot of time and a lot of resources goes waste. You have to restart again. You don't want that. So then from here, after you finish chapters 1 to 3, your proposal defense is here, PD. You can extract one paper from chapter 2, systematic review paper. Then you can extract conceptual paper from your chapters 1, 2, and 3. All in all, you can extract. Okay. Then from there, you can write your empirical papers. We forget meta-analysis for today. That's a bit more complex. We focus on empirical paper from chapters 4 and 5. And finally, when you finish your chapter 5, you expand your future work. What can be done? You can write another scoping review paper just based off your future work. Okay? Now, when this, we want to elaborate further, we transpire it into my 12 steps consulting framework. This all come with a timeline. Okay, these timelines are all explained in YouTube and TikTok already. How to budget the timing. You can go and watch those videos. I've already explained that. So assuming your PhD proposal and PhD thesis here, all right, these two items here. So you finish 10 pages proposal, you finish your full proposal after that, chapters 1 to 3, then you get it proofread by a human or Grammarly, up to you. I always suggest a very good proofreader here, because when you go for proposal defense here, you want to make sure your chapters 1 to 3 is properly written, not unclean car. You want to give a top-notch car, looks shiny, and then you want to sell it. This is all selling your idea, how you want to strategize to sell your idea. Then prepare for your defense. This is something we do all the time. We teach, after we coach here, we proofread. Normally we will coach students how to prepare for defense. We'll teach them how to do slides and so on. Concurrently, you can start extracting your journals already. Systematic review, concept paper. You see, from here, this is all it takes to get to Viva. All the steps. But you already extracted paper, so this can go concurrently. So by the time you reach here, here, or here, your paper already accepted. That's the strategy today. We want to get acceptance fast so that you can take one force, one headache, and keep it down. Done. Settle. Right? So after proposal defense, we normally will consult a lot on proposal defense correction. And once that is done, your first part of your study is done. Very good. Masters on PhD, both also, almost the same processes. Just the depth would be different. Then from here, step number 7, you do your data collection. SPSS, Smart PLS, Amos, NVivo, Atlas TI, eViews, what else? MATLAB, NCS, all these software we work on normally. Then analysis chapters 4 and 5, we'll consult coach step by step. Integrate chapters 1 to 5. Then from here, you can extract another 2, 3, 4 papers even, empirical papers, depending on your results. You can even do meta-analysis, but that is for another class. This proofreading, I would recommend sending to a human being. You can choose whoever you want, okay? From UPSI, from Elsevier, and so on. On top of my, I can only think of Elsevier. American Journal experts, they're also quite good. So this proofreading, formatting and translation, this one very, very important. Why I say so? This goes to external examiner. Now, when you go to your Viva, your internal supervisor cannot help you anymore. He's already conflict of interest. He's out of the picture. Your chairperson locally also cannot help you. Only you can help yourself. So make sure when you submit your thesis, final thesis for Viva, it is top spec in terms of content, delivery, language. Must be seamless, coherent, and cohesively written. Okay. Then prepare for your Viva, mock Viva. Make sure you do mock defense and mock Viva. That means you test run. You pilot run your defense. You pilot run your Viva with people who are experts. Could be your supervisor, your co-supervisors. You can always approach us. We'll co-run it. Make sure that you're ready for it. Okay. It's like test run. Then finish your Viva. Defense, Viva, you can get 5 different results. You can get minor, no correction. I think we have only gotten like 4 this entire 10 years. One was last year, August, Dr. Sharifah Maisara from Medical School. Breast cancer chemotherapy related study, PhD. We got 1 last year, but it's very difficult. So we aim for minor or major, which is both also fine. We just got 1 major yesterday. Was supposed to be minor, but we advise a student if the correction is a lot, you ask for major. Okay, it gives you more time, 6 months. It's okay. Doesn't matter, it's the same. What you don't want is the final 2. You don't want major correction with Reviva. You don't want fail. Okay, so that is the whole process. So extract here, extract here. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Now, ChatGPT for systematic review. So since now we are channeling our focus to review paper, let's go to AI. See, I walk my talk. When I say AI, I only believe ChatGPT. I don't believe anything else. So I'm paying premium. Although I don't use it, my staff, sometimes I use it for certain education area for me to do videos and so on. Okay, like this is for video, this is for video, this is all for videos. Okay, not actual research. So this is how you use it for a review paper. The most important thing in a review paper for you to start, of course, ChatGPT 4o. The more update you get, the more, but you pay the same fee. ChatGPT 4, ChatGPT 4o, you pay the same fee. Okay, but this whole thing established in force, I don't want to transfer yet. Okay, so from here, I want to ask a research question for systematic review because that's where most of the problems are. We don't know how to start a systematic review paper, and the first thing is research question. So I asked ChatGPT broadly first, do you know the processes of Prisma for systematic review? Then the flow give me all the steps lah. Okay, the flow tell me all these things. So I know already. Okay, we are in the right track. So then I asked the flow, what could be the research question for the topic of executive coaching and family business succession planning? Okay, what could be research question for topic of the executive coaching and family business succession planning? So then the flow give me a wide spread of research questions. See, this is good. This is fantastic because for you to read individual papers to get all these research questions, it's going to take time. Okay, it's going to take time. Every AI tool will save your data. Which AI tool won't save your data? If the AI tool don't save your data, I'm replying to Saud. If AI tool don't, is AI tools, okay, data storage for AI is like blood for humans. If it doesn't store the data, the flag cannot evolve. The flag cannot become superior. So same like you, if you don't have blood, you cannot breathe. Heart doesn't pump, you're done. Same thing goes for AI. Any AI tool for that matter. They have to learn from you. Okay? So these are all the research questions given, which is fantastic. All right. For you to read individual paper to get RQ is going to be difficult. So let's go to the first RQ here. How effective is executive coaching in enhancing the leadership skills of potential? How effective is executive coaching in enhancing the leadership skills of potential successors in family businesses? Okay, again, they're basically telling what is the impact of executive coaching when they teach CEO, okay, in enhancing the leadership skills of potential successors. So when CEO handover, okay, when CEO handover to another people, how to coach the CEO to enhance the leadership of the next guy, how they can do it. So that's the main question, all right? Now, if I open, sorry, non-stop call. Um, if I open Alice paper, right? This is where you get shocked. Okay, this is Alice paper when she uploaded in ChatGPT, look for journal, proofread, and so on. Okay. The conceptual framework forms the basis for developing the propositions that address the main research question. How would executive coaching contribute to business leadership transition to the next generation? Sounds very familiar, right? How would executive coaching contribute to business leadership transition to the next generation? If you think of it logically, it's exactly the same, just rephrased in a different way. How effective is executive coaching enhancing the leadership skills of potential successors in family businesses? So, if Alice never published a paper, if I'm reading this, I would, Fatin, miscalling all the. If I'm reading this and if Alice still haven't published a paper, if I pick this up, I start doing my systematic review paper, and if I can publish before Alice paper is done. Or if I publish this before Alice went for Viva, Alice is done. So whoever upload their document onto any AI platform, assuming that the fellow doesn't record your information, this is your example. This is your information. We scared to give even our thesis to another proofreader to read. We scared the fellow will steal our information, steal our results, do paper on their own, expose or sell our thesis elsewhere. Okay. First prompt. Do you know the process of Prisma for systematic review? Okay. So we are scared of all that. But then here we are freely giving to a database that the whole world can access with billions and billions of data. Every student can get an idea that you are doing in your proposal and PhD on paper if you upload it. And we don't even care. We're just uploading freewheel. Take it, take all, take my idea, do your own paper, do it. Never mind, don't care about me. That's literally what we are doing. No one tells you this. That's the problem. We think we know AI, but people are not educating the real AI to people. They're just telling how to use it and how to make their life easy. But they never tell when things makes your life easier, there will be repercussion. There will be side effect, chain reaction, butterfly effect. They never tell that. And that is my job. I'm telling you guys. Again, of course, ChatGPT never asked me to promote their software. They are too big. I'm nothing. Okay, I'm a normal guy. They are trillion dollar company. They don't need people like me. They'll ask Beyonce to recommend AI. Okay, they got that amount of money, no problem. But to you guys, I'm telling you, don't upload any of your information anywhere. Everything is being recorded, and we don't know how everything is being reused everywhere. Right? Tashitra, if I upload my literature review, will the data be read by any AI tool? Turn it in. Turn it in, no problem. Turn it in. The whole reason of turning it in is to secure your document. Okay, turn it in is fine. but everything else, no. Okay, so don't upload your document anywhere. How about temporary mode, doctor? I have never used temporary mode before. Okay, I have never used, but I can tell you something. If everyone uploads temporary mode, and if really it allows, then ChatGPT will stop functioning in very, very near future. You won't have data to record. You won't have data to survive. It won't grow. So how much can you do in temporary mode or hidden mode or privacy mode or whatever mode? I don't know how far you can go. Yeah, we can delete, but delete doesn't mean anything. The data is already stored. I also can delete this immediately, but doesn't mean the flow don't have the information. Whatever you upload, the flow has to process. Maybe you guys not understanding how it works. So let me tell you guys. So this is again OpenAI Transformer Network. This is the network. Okay, this is the network. When you input the information, you ask for question, the flow stores your information, compares with whatever data the flow have, the flow will go through all these neural networks, get the right information. So when the flow go through it, your data is already there. And then you go out. Okay, you get an output. You are telling if I delete here, will this information go away or not? So will it go away? The data is already here. It's already inside the chamber. It's already shoot into the chamber. How is it going to go away if you delete this? It's already here. The flow take your data, the flow match make. The flow match make, okay? And then the flow match make, the flow see, okay, what is the right answer? And then the flow keep everything there, the flow give you the answer. So everything is still remaining there, okay? So that is right, Doctor. I upload my, so Nora Sekin said something here. That is right, Doctor. I upload my proposal when I applied my PhD in UK. But I did not go for the PhD. Later, I pursued for DBA. I used the same proposal for my assignment, the 13 detect as I copied from the UK essay. When I check it, it is my proposal I used in applying the PhD. My own writing has never been published anywhere. There you go. All right. So secure mode, it should be supposed to end-to-end encryption. End-to-end encryption, yes. End-to-end encryption, it doesn't leak out your info. This is not WhatsApp. Okay. This is data that you're giving for the flood to learn. You're basically telling I will give you my blood, but you shouldn't use it to survive. Okay, when you're donating blood, you're telling I'll give my blood, but you shouldn't use it for other people. How will it work? It won't work. We might think whatever we want to think. You think WhatsApp data is being end-to-end encrypted, people are not using it? How whatever you talk is being used as cookies and your digital marketing is happening. You search in WhatsApp, you open Facebook, it's already there. Whatever you search on WhatsApp, how is it happening? That is your answer. We are just thinking in a digital footprint world that everything is secure. We are just living in an imaginary world. Nothing is secure. Everything is out there. Okay? Facebook, Google, Microsoft, Amazon, Nvidia. They five combined, they can tell what kind of human you are. Everything about you can be out there. They can tell who you are, what time you get up, what you do, everything they can tell you. So is it really secure? Think about it. Okay. So after your research question, the next important part would be inclusion-exclusion criteria. See, inclusion-exclusion criteria, I would definitely advise you to design it yourself. Right? Definitely design it yourself. Why? Because only you know what exactly you want to include. Don't go and ask AI because the flow have no clue. The flow will just goreng whatever information the flow will have and give it to you. All right. So inclusion, exclusion criteria, template, systematic literature review. This one template you can download from my Telegram group. I break down how you can do it. So this is the title. We are running slightly a bit on extra time, so bear with me. Educational impact of being a young carer for age 16-24. So this is the breakdown of keywords, how you can design your inclusion exclusion criteria. And from there, how you can design your inclusion and exclusion. There are two levels. Okay, there are two levels. One is a bit more precise. One is a bit more sensitivity, higher sensitivity. What is the difference? This will generate for you precise papers, but little papers. This will generate for you more papers, but not very precise. So you need to do more filtration. But if you want more papers, I would advise you to use this method. And then you filter. All right. Okay. So I hope that is clear. And then build your literature matrix in a systematic review. Okay. Now extraction processes. Very simple. This whole slide, I'm just going to say the same thing. Grammarly, I think so far is okay because Grammarly doesn't give information to people. Okay, unless Grammarly fits your information back to open AI engine, because I think most likely they're using OpenAI. Most of the AI tools in the world are using OpenAI engine because that is the prime. Has its own engine. Google has its own engine. Perplexity has its own engine because Perplexity is Amazon. Amazon funded. Google have they're rich enough to make. The rest of the small mosquitoes. Okay, the small people. Okay, SMEs, PaperPal, Grammarly, Quillbot, SciSpace, LeadMap. These are all very small people. So they won't have the capacity to build their own AI center. $2 billion is being invested in Malaysia just for one data center. Thailand 2 billion, Indonesia 2 billion, and already many places they invest already. Microsoft for OpenAI. So you tell me how many companies are there to actually invest so much? That's why they cannot build their own AI. They use OpenAI. So whether they feed back the data into OpenAI or not, you and I, we don't know. We cannot know. They will never tell. That's their service level agreement. They are SLA with their OpenAI. They will never reveal that. They have their own NDA. You won't know unless you get into what I just shown like Alice. Okay, we find out, hey, this is exactly the paper, this is the RQ. Lucky published today, but never published, what happened? That's how you can stumble upon. And that's when you will know, like, shit, I've actually revealed my information online. Okay? Until then, you won't know. We all can argue secure mode, this mode, that mode. We can say everything we want. Like you think your whole digital life is not out there? Think about it. All right. So extraction. Now coming back to this, focus on this. So extraction come down to only this method: conceptual, SLR, empirical. Okay. Very good question, Usma. One conceptual, one SLR, two or three empirical. That's your formula. That's the best formula. Or you can go salami slicing on empirical papers only. You don't do any review paper because review paper is slightly painful to do. Okay, all right. So that is the two ways of doing it. Now, best technique to write a paper is by reverse engineering it. So this is a very good paper by Dr. Herol. This is the first paper we worked on in 2019 from Dr. Herol. If you're going to do systematic review paper, check out this paper. It's a very good sample to follow. Okay, impact factor 11.072. Then you can look at this paper, narrative review paper, concept paper also. We worked on this a couple of years back, 2020, 2021 published. Very good paper to follow, impact factor 13.4, Dr. Parvez paper. Then my own paper, another concept paper. This is a Scopus Q1. I co-wrote with Dr. Parvez. It's no more MDPI, it's Elsevier now. Okay. Since it's a very good journal, Elsevier bought over the journal. So it's a Scopus Q1 journal, very good sample to look at also. Okay. Then the final step to the extraction is paraphrasing. Make sure you know how to paraphrase when you take out the information so that your thesis doesn't get flagged by Turnitin later. All right, you don't want that to happen. Okay. Okay. Rejection at editor's desk. Why rejection happens at editor's desk? Most of the time, your language, your formatting, your abstract, cover letter, lack of novelty. These are the main reasons you want to avoid desk rejection. Then during reviewer stage, rejection happens because of content problem, lack of novelty, unrealistic claims, and not a timely research. It's just standard stuff. But this one is this is the way that you can avoid desk rejection, because otherwise you submit, reject, submit, reject, submit, reject. It's a waste of time. Okay. Finally, most important document to submit for proofreading is your proofreading certificate. Every company will give you this for free. No one should charge you for this. This is supposed to be free. And you should submit this if you want. If you want to use AI to proofread Grammarly, still can. Nothing wrong. Definitely can. You can go ahead. Okay, can try and see how it goes. How your document must be after proofreading, many don't know what to expect. This is Dr. Herol's paper after going through paraphrasing, proofreading, editing, and structuring. Oh, sorry, by us. Okay, sorry. This is what we do to transform the entire paper. This is what we do normally. We will transform the entire flow of paper under our language vertical. Okay, and that is the published paper. And for thesis and proposal, we do the same also. Ultimate thesis package up to 30% off, which includes proofreading, translation, formatting services. Not paraphrasing, and we provide the one and only language warranty, lifetime language warranty. Okay. Turnitin AI also we solve with paraphrasing. We kind of do it in a very different manner where we paraphrase for both Turnitin and Turnitin AI. We'll cover both. Okay, when we do it. But you need to mention lah. Okay, cover letter. I will send it to you guys. I don't think you'll have time to go through today. It's getting very late already. But this is the cover letter that I wrote, and I'm still using it for all my channels. And I still publish it today. Okay, despite running a consulting firm, I still publish my own papers. And this is how I write my cover letter. Normally, people only write this only. This one, they write and then they sign and send. That is very lazy. Don't do that. Write about your paper. This is the face of your paper. People will look at that. Right? Where to contact? You can WhatsApp me here. This is my WhatsApp link. Okay. So the second paragraph here talks about the contribution of your paper. What are the contributions? You can line it up. And then from that contributions, how you can actually create citation for the journal. Because journals want citation. Then only their site score, their impact factor all will go up. So their quartile will go up. That's what they want. So this is where you tell how you can help them increase it. Okay. So I'll share this cover letter with you. You can reuse it for your own purpose. And these are the notes I'm going to give you as part of the class today. Systematic review paper sample, concept paper, cover letter, another concept paper from Prof. Sazali, very good friend of mine from Putra Business School, and then one more from from Dr. Sumaya, another scoping review paper. These are all good sample papers to look at. And finally, for those who are struggling with their proposal, thesis, and publication, whether concept paper or empirical paper or their proposal thesis, you can always look for us. We cover in these 8 areas: PhD proposal consultancy, master's proposal also, Scopus Web of Science publication, proposal defense preparation, proposal defense examiner response, data analysis and interpretation, thesis to journal conversion. These are chapter 4 and 5. Then thesis to journal conversion, Viva preparation, and finally, after Viva, thesis examiner response. These are the 8 core areas that we coach and consult. Okay. So with that, the upcoming class, we're going to focus on chapter 1, writing of the complete chapter 1, step by step. Okay. And final class, most likely, I'll be looking into systematic review. Okay. All right. So I hope that is clear. The scoping review, high chances, but very hard to say. Scoping and systematic review both can be published in Web of Science. Okay, can definitely, but it's the type of paper that you write. Okay, this is my systematic review paper, impact factor 10.8. Okay, and that is how we wrote the paper. Okay, you can see the level of diagrams, the pictures, the flow of the content, the graphs, the data analysis that we did. More data, more graphs, not just review. That is the level of content that we go to. Okay, so it's not that straightforward. So this is our office in Cyberjaya. You can always not visit us. I'm not here all the time, but you can get in touch. You can set appointment before you turn up. Okay. So with that, Maslia, I would like to ask. Recently, I covered 3 states already out of 5 states in Malaysia for my data collection. Is there any problem if I use 3 states for my findings and include them in my journal for my upcoming conference? May I know how many respondents I need about this? How many respondents depends on your sampling method. You need to justify whatever you use. But whether 3 out of 5 states is enough, I would say don't use it for conference. Please don't. It's a complete waste. You can write a very simple review paper of conference. Don't use empirical data for normal conferences. Use it for journal. Please don't waste it. Okay. Doctor, I've completed chapter 1 and 2. What type of journals I can write? Systematic review, concept paper, both also can. Next class, we will advise very soon. And okay, thank you very much. So this is where we are located. Thank you very much. And with that, my class is ending. So we have one more question out, extract 3 out of 4 papers, systematic review, concept paper, empirical papers. Those are your answers. Okay, So I hope you have learned something new. I don't want to disappoint you when it comes to AI. People get very angry sometimes, but I'm only telling the truth. I've shown you the truth, the real experiment. I've shown you the real thing, what can happen. Please be very, very careful. Okay. Because if I don't care, I tell you honestly, I can just start promoting their AI tools and make a lot of money, but I don't want to. Okay. I don't want to tarnish the sacred part of research. Okay. So wish you all the best. Whatever you do, please make sure that you um, reinvestigate better. Reinvestigate before use any information given by AI. Okay, but last but not least, don't go away yet. Please go to my Google review link. Just stay here 1 minute, 1 minute, then 1 minute. Don't go yet. Okay, go to this link. I want you to hit 5 star only, nothing less than 5 star. Okay, click this link, hit 5 star in the comment, write down what other things you want to learn because I'm collecting data for learning. What else I can teach? Okay, so click this link, hit 5 star. This is my Google review. Don't mess with it. Okay, click it. Honestly, give 5 star. If you don't want to give 5 star, don't click the link. Okay, click the link. If you think today's class is worthy, click, hit 5 star, write down what else you want to learn. Then we can make future classes for it free of charge, of course. Okay. So with that, thank you very much, guys. Wish you all the best. I don't know whether Kakak Masuri is here or not. Kak.
I'm here. I'm here.
Okay, Kak. So done ready, So I end the class,
Yeah. Thank you very much, doctor.
Thank you, Kakak.
All
See
right.
you.
Thank you all the
Take care.
attendees. I'm very proud. We have a lot of attendees today. 200 something, right?
Oh, 300 plus study.
Yeah, all right. Please register at our registration link so that we can spread the slide.